6 distinctive gold-plated motorcycles that were once prized possessions of the New Zealand chapter of the Comanchero Motorcycle Club have now been destroyed as scrap in a private wrecking yard by the police officials. The police even shared a video of the scrapping process. The footage depicts all 6 high-end motorcycles being transported to the scrap yard, where they are mercilessly lifted by the multi-tine lever grapples, violently smashed around, and ultimately destroyed. The relentless force with which the machinery operates leaves no room for the once functional and highly sought-after V-rods to survive, emphasizing the severity of the scrapping procedure. According to police, the destruction of these bikes gives a strong message against organized crime. This move is part of a larger effort by the police to disrupt the club's operations and send a clear signal that ill-gotten gains will not benefit criminal organizations. The act of scrapping these distinctive motorcycles serves as a visual deterrent, showing that the authorities are actively taking steps to strip criminal groups of their prized possessions. It also signifies a practical measure to ensure that the organized crime doesn't profit from these assets in any way. This publicized destruction aims to discourage others from engaging in criminal activities, especially when associated with symbols of status like these motorcycles. Police could have easily auctioned these out and converted them into cash. However, they chose to salvage these bikes so that they could eliminate any potential glamorization or glorification associated with the outlaw club symbols. By physically destroying the gold-plated motorcycles, the authorities are making a deliberate statement against the allure of criminal lifestyles. This decision also ensures that the club doesn't indirectly benefit from the sale of these high-profile assets. 2 of these Harley motorcycles belong to the president, Pasalika Nafahu, and his brother. 1 belonged to the vice president, Tyson Daniels, and 1 each for the treasurer, Jerome Fanua, and his brother. The president is still in prison, while Tyson was released on bail, and the treasurer has been deported to Australia. Grid Sparta has videos about the 3 on this channel, and viewers can watch them for more information. They are also listed under the playlist Comanchero MC. Comos clicked numerous pictures of these bikes online and posted them on various social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, showcasing their sleek designs and powerful features. The captivating images not only garnered attention from motorcycle enthusiasts but also sparked engaging conversations and discussions about the unique characteristics of each bike model. The vibrant online presence created by the club had contributed to a growing community of followers who eagerly anticipated more updates and insights in these remarkable motorcycles. The value of the 6 bikes was estimated at around $96,000. Excluding these bikes, $2.6 million in assets were also restrained from the Comancheros and 18 people were charged with a variety of serious offenses. Other assets restrained by the police include $400,000 in cash, 4 Range Rover Sports, 1 Rolls-Royce Wraith, multiple high-end Mercedes and Audis, designer products, and property around Auckland. The bikes along with some high-end cars were seized in April 2019 as part of a major organized crime operation, Operation Nova. It is unclear as to what has happened to the high-end luxury cars. Earlier, police described the Harleys as status symbols that a club would choose to use as a sphere of influence to entice younger people to join the club, and by removing these types of assets, they were removing their desire to join these gangs. A recent court order gave police the green light to crush the gold-plated Harley-Davidson motorcycles, along with numerous personalized plates, and sell the remains as scrap metal. Commissioner Andrew Coster says the application by police was under the Criminal Proceeds Recovery Act in early 2023 and is the first of its kind. Across multiple phases in the investigation, police honed its efforts into targeting senior leadership figures of the club and its illegal activities. At the time, police made numerous arrests and restrained around $4 million in assets from the Comancheros, which included the 6 distinctive Harley-Davidson motorcycles, Commissioner Coster said. It's the first time New Zealand police has applied to take this sort of action with restrained assets. This month, a former secretary of the Comancheros who was convicted as part of Operation Nova was successfully deported back to Australia. All 6 bikes were destroyed on Friday the 23rd of February 2024, and proceeds from any scrap metal sales will go towards the consolidated fund as standard practice. Commissioner concluded. The Criminal Proceeds Recovery Act 2009 or the CPRA 2009 is a New Zealand law, designed to establish a regime for the forfeiture of property that has been derived directly or indirectly from significant criminal offending, without the need for a conviction, and the forfeiture of instruments of crime when a conviction has been entered. Under the Criminal Proceeds Recovery Act, authorities in New Zealand have the power to restrain, seize, and ultimately forfeit assets that are believed to be the proceeds of crime. The act is designed to disrupt criminal enterprises by hitting them in their financial interests. This approach recognizes that crippling the financial resources of criminal organizations can be as effective, if not more so, than relying solely on traditional criminal convictions. The CPRA represents a modern and innovative legal instrument that emphasizes the commitment of New Zealand to combating organized crime in a dynamic and effective manner. Following the enactment of this new law, new Asset Recovery Units or the ARUs were established in December 2009, specifically to implement the CPRA. These sophisticated and highly intelligent units restrained an estimated $101 million in assets related to criminal activities. The unit seized 491 assets, including bank accounts, real estate, cash, vehicles, e-currency, and jewelry. Approximately 80% of the restrained assets were linked to drugs, gangs, and organized crime. These assets were seized from nearly every outlaw motorcycle club in New Zealand, including the Mongrel Mob, Headhunters, Comancheros, Black Power, Killer Bees and the Mongols. Police Commissioner emphasized the focus on combating organized crime by targeting the proceeds of illegal activities, thereby depriving criminals of their assets and influence. The efforts aim to protect vulnerable individuals, discourage gang involvement, and enhance community safety. This comes as the New Zealand government plans to introduce new legislation to ban all gang insignia in public places and grant police the power to issue dispersal notices, requiring gang members to immediately leave an area. Under this new proposed law, the courts would have the authority to issue non-consorting orders, preventing specified gang offenders from associating or communicating with one another for up to 3 years. Under this law, wearing a gang patch in public would incur a fine of up to $5,000 or imprisonment for up to 6 months. The introduction of this controversial law in New Zealand is anticipated to provoke significant backlash and raise concerns about its potential impact on civil liberties. Critics argue that the proposed legislation could infringe upon individual freedom and disproportionately target specific communities. The news has sparked debates over the potential for abuse of power and the erosion of fundamental rights. The contentious nature of the proposed law suggests that it may face strong opposition from civil rights advocates, legal experts, and members of the affected communities who fear that such measures could ignite social tensions and disproportionately affect certain groups. This legislation will be introduced to Parliament in the next few days. If you're looking for more exciting and eye-catching regular bikey updates, don't hesitate, smash that subscribe button, share the word like wildfire, and hit that like button. And for the true grid Spartans out there, consider sending a super thanks to show some love. It goes a long way in keeping us motivated and the channel thriving. Stay tuned, stay curious, stay awesome and take care.